When you see Aura appear on a channel like mine as much as it does, it tends to generate the same type of YouTube comment. They paying ya? I would love for them to, but sadly no. Aura remains one of our top picks for digital security because I genuinely like it. I have the service. I've had it for a while now. I signed up for it on camera. It's timestamped. You can watch it. What I do have is an affiliate discount code that will save you money if you decide to sign up. But let me break down exactly why I, along with a lot of other digital security specialists, tend to like Aura more than its competition. And look, I get it. Every tech channel has the product they won't shut up about. For some people, it's a microphone. For others, it's a desk lamp that costs more than my first car. For me, it's the service that found 45 instances of my personal data on the dark web when the biggest name in the industry found 4. I'll get to those numbers, but first, let me explain what Aura actually does, because I think a lot of people hear identity theft protection and picture some kind of digital bodyguard standing outside their router. It's not that. It's more like hiring someone to watch every door you didn't even know was open. So here's how I think about it. Any identity theft protection service really needs to do 3 things. Monitor everything. All 3 credit bureaus, your bank accounts, the dark web in real time. Not once a month, not when they feel like it, in real time. Remove your personal information from the data broker sites that are actively harvesting and selling it to whoever wants it. And then repeat both those things continuously, because the moment you stop, you're slowly right back where you started. Monitor, remove, repeat. That's the whole game. Aura does all 3 on every single plan. There's no, well, if you upgrade to the premium tier, you get the 3rd credit bureau. There's no, pay an extra $12 a month to unlock the feature that actually matters. It's one plan. Everything's in it. 3 bureau credit monitoring from Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Dark web monitoring, data broker removal from over 200 sites, a VPN, antivirus, password manager, up to $1 million in identity theft insurance on the individual plan. One price, one dashboard, done. And I realize I just listed a bunch of features like I'm reading the back of a cereal box, so let me tell you what that actually looks like in practice, because that's the part most reviews skip. When I signed up, Aura ran a dark web scan on my information. It came back with 45 hits. 45! Passwords I was still using, account credentials I had completely forgotten about, email and password combinations that were just floating around out there for anyone to grab. And here's what's fun. I found out some of these passwords were ones I was genuinely proud of at the time. Like, I remember thinking I was so clever. Turns out the dark web also thought they were pretty good because they kept them. For comparison, my team and I also signed up for LifeLock under the same conditions. Same person, same information. LifeLock found 4. 4 alerts versus 45. That's not a close race. That's one service doing the job and one service doing a very convincing impersonation of doing the job. Now, the monitoring doesn't stop after the initial scan. That's the part that matters long term. Since signing up, Aura has removed my personal information from 75 different data broker and people search sites. That number was 58 not long ago, which means the service is still actively working. Still finding new listings, still submitting removal requests. It's not a one and done cleanup, it's continuous. And that's the whole point, because data brokers are like weeds. You pull them, they grow back. Aura keeps pulling. I also want to talk about the thing nobody thinks they need until they need it. Customer support. I called Aura on camera. They picked up in under a minute a real person based in the US who answered my question directly and at no point tried to sell me anything. That last part shouldn't be noteworthy, but in this industry, it is. I've called other services where the rep pivoted mid-conversation into an upsell pitch. I was asking about a password breach and they wanted to know if I'd considered upgrading my plan. My face did something involuntary on camera during that call. You can watch it, it's not flattering. Aura's credit monitoring also flagged a real credit inquiry while it was still happening. Not the next day, not 2 days later, while the event was in progress. I was still on the phone with the lender and my Aura alert had already landed. An unnamed competitor took 2 days to send the same alert on the same credit application. 2 days is an eternity when someone is opening accounts in your name. If you want to try Aura, the link in the description gets you a rate that's not available on their main site. It supports the channel at no extra cost to you. If you're not ready to subscribe, at minimum, run their free dark web scan. Takes about 30 seconds, no commitment, and you'll see exactly how much of your information is already out there. The bundled VPN and antivirus are not best-in-class standalone tools. If dedicated antivirus is your main priority, there are better options for that specifically. If you want a VPN that'll make your IT friends nod approvingly, there are better options for that too. But the fact that they're included instead of being used as a justification for charging you more tells you something about how Aura thinks about their product. It's bundled. The VPN and antivirus are the side dishes. The identity monitoring, the credit protection, the data broker removal, the insurance, that's the steak. The steak is really good. Let me put the pricing in context. Aura's individual plan runs about $12 a month on the standard annual rate. Through my link, you can get it for less. That's less than most people spend on a single streaming service. And unlike your streaming service, Aura is protecting everything else you spend money on. The couple plan covers 2 adults, the family plan covers up to 5 adults, unlimited kids, unlimited devices, and bumps the insurance up to $5 million aggregate. If you have kids, by the way, child identity theft is one of the most common forms of identity theft out there because a kid's social security number can be stolen and used for years before anyone notices. No credit history means no one's checking. Aura's family plan includes child SSN monitoring and child 3 bureau credit freeze. That alone is worth knowing about. Now, who should probably not get Aura? If you genuinely only care about data broker removal and nothing else, you don't want credit monitoring, you don't want dark web scanning, you just want your name off those sites, Delete Me is a solid standalone option for that specific thing. I'd still argue that your data being on broker sites is a symptom of a bigger exposure problem that Aura solves more comprehensively, but if standalone removal is all you're after, Delete Me does it well. But if you want the whole picture, monitoring, removal, credit protection, insurance, and a support team that picks up the phone and doesn't try to sell you a timeshare, Aura is what I use and what I recommend. I didn't come to that conclusion because someone's paying me. I came to it because I've had my identity stolen twice. I tested the alternatives, I looked at the numbers, and the numbers aren't close. The discount link is in the description. It gets you a rate that's not available on Aura's main site, and it supports the channel at no extra cost to you. If you're not ready to subscribe, at minimum, run their free dark web scan. Takes about 30 seconds, no commitment, and you'll see exactly how much of your information is already out there. If the number surprises you, that's kind of the point. Better to find out now than the way most people do. And if you're one of those people who's been leaving the "they payin' ya" comments, I respect the skepticism, genuinely. That's the right instinct to have on the internet. But no, they're not. I just tested a bunch of services and this is the one that actually found my stuff. 45 to 4. I don't know how else to say it.